Welcome to the Tape Box. We're your hosts, Justin
and Ryan.
Couple guys.
Couple brews.
Let's get into it.
I want to pick your brain for a second.
Pick it.
Have you ever thought that, like, it's a weird... Okay, it's something weird to think about, and you got to let me explain, because you're probably not going to get it right away. But have you ever thought that maybe we're going back in time? Like, because there's really... Like, there's shit that people can say, like, yeah, like, long time ago there was dinosaurs, blah, 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 like, this is how it was, like, this is how people were living, and all that shit. But, how do we know that?
Yeah.
There's, like, you can, like, find fossils and shit, sure. But, like, maybe that was advanced compared to now. Maybe we're, like, because things are dying off. See what I'm saying? So maybe, like, back when the dinosaurs were around, everything existed. And everything's dying off now. And, like,
I mean,
it's almost like an endless game of telephone.
Like,
because someone would have had to tell somebody that's how it was, and then someone had to tell that person of how that was. You know how, like, when you play that game with people? And then eventually along the line, shit kind of gets fucked up.
Slowly doesn't make any sense.
So...
Yeah, well, like...
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because the only proof you'd have of, like, cavemen is, like, drawings... paintings inside of a cave, but I mean, fucking, like, Jimmy could have done that 5 minutes before you walked in there.
Literally.
Like,
nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Maybe it's just one big, like, money pot scheme thing. Where they're just, like, making bank and fame off of it. Researchers do not actually research anything. They just make shit up.
3 people are just banking out on people finding stones that they put in the ground 5 seconds ago.
But it's weird. They're like, the new iPhone comes out, but maybe, like, they're just altering paths of, like, you know what I mean?
We're in, like, a multiverse. We're going backwards. Everywhere else is
This
like...
is a very hard way to start this. Start a podcast, but, like...
This is, like, we jumped really...
Prepare to get mind-fucked.
We jumped straight into the belly of this beast.
Unraveling the fabrics of reality.
Unraveling the fossil of reality.
Because, I mean... You could find rocks that look like fossils. Like, you could find...
Rocks!
You could find anything. Anywhere. Just like those fucking... it's like kind of on topic, but like not. Those like big giant metal, like... I don't know, are they called... What are they called? Monoliths? Or something like that? If that's what they're called. Have you not seen this at all?
I think so. Like lately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just found like big giant like... pillars of metal, like out in like random places, and then like they would go look again and they'd be gone. Yeah. That's fucked.
Fuck yeah, that is a little twist.
But there's definitely got to be like someone that's just like, but who places just a fucking like metal obelisk like in the fucking like in the
like the Washington needle of metal just sitting in the fucking, and then someone's just like, all right, I'm gonna hide this.
Yeah, they're just gonna put it somewhere and then just come get it and put it somewhere else. Like, how does one move a big giant statue of metal?
It's like that fucking it's like the elf on a shelf for Halloween, I was gonna say, for Christmas, and people like keep like their parents keep like moving it to a different spot.
And you find it, and move
setting it up with like props and shit. Yeah, it's like what they're doing.
It's
but
just,
for adults.
True. It's just weird how this literally comes out of nowhere, and then it's just one big thing all over the internet and
you know what it is?
Shit.
Aliens.
And it very well could be.
Probably.
How would we know?
Do you think they're listening to this podcast?
If so, what's up?
They're surveying the knowledge. They're like, there's no intelligent life form on this planet. We're gonna get the fuck
Definitely
out
not here anyway.
Definitely not in this small corner of the fucking world.
But we have no proof that it's not aliens, or that it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it is or is it isn't?
Can't be what it's not.
Is it is or is it ain't?
But it would just be an endless game of telephone.
Yeah.
We could tell people this, and they could tell people.
That's what history is, yeah. You're just believing either what somebody told you or what somebody like wrote on a piece of paper 8,000 years ago.
But they could just be like, fuck you guys. And then just make
someone's going to believe this someday when they don't know.
But then they're going to find it and be like, oh my god.
Oh,
wow.
What?
There's no, like, people write fucking shit all the time. Look at memes nowadays.
I was gonna say,
it's just
like
bullshit with writing.
Yeah. Stupid pictures.
I wonder if memes. What if those are the memes, the history pages that they find? They're just making up jokes. Those are memes.
Those are memes.
Olden day memes.
Olden day memes. Talking about like fucking. I don't know. Like we're gonna wear this like fake hair, and then people are gonna like think it's real like 400 years from now.
Yeah. All those
people are gonna
pictures.
think we actually did this.
All those like olden pictures too. They look all like fucked. Like you can tell it's like an old picture.
Yeah, they had color pictures
just
back
had
then, bro.
filters.
They were just fucking with you.
Like, they had Snapchat
Definitely.
taking selfies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
You
They
know,
were like sending nudes.
probably. Well, slightly like revealing, and they're like,
Yeah.
my father said I could.
Covering their shoulders and their legs and stuff. You know, just strict torso nude.
I wonder if they had selfie sticks.
Yeah. Maybe not advanced. They just had a stick.
It was just literally a stick. So
Well,
they
no.
still have to reach up and press the button.
Yeah. Do you think
But I mean,
they
if they had phones, they must have something to like click on a fucking
Yeah.
stick. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't around,
Neither was anybody else that's alive right now.
but everyone would be like, yes, they did. You know how I know? Someone told me.
Yeah, like it's
You know who
such
told them?
cool.
Someone else.
You know who told them? Not who was doing it. Somebody else.
But on the topic of selfie sticks, you could use that shit for so much. I think people underestimate it.
Underestimate the power of the selfie stick.
Literally.
You can like take pictures like hanging off the side of buildings and shit, and
Yeah.
it looks crazy. Especially if you use like the fisheye lens or whatever, and it looks like
Yeah, I just hold it straight up and you can see like everything.
you can see like the whole curvature of the
Which
fucking
is
earth.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Or
that's
like
fucked.
you could do some like crazy ass like spy work with that. You can like hold it like kind of like around a corner
Yeah.
and then like videotape and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or like to take pictures of your ass
You're right. You
very easily.
your gooch, your grundle.
It'd be so easy though.
So simple.
Like
You don't gotta strain yourself. 'Cause you got a selfie stick.
they'd be like, "Hey, check out the cut on the back of your hair that I just did." You just fucking
You go between your legs.
and
Up.
you're like, "Ah, shit, dog."
Instead of like behind your
I'm
head,
like,
you
you
go
cut,
up
G.
between your legs. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fucking crazy.
That would be.
Imagine if we just like that was like normal.
It's not. It would be crazy. It is crazy.
It is crazy.
It is fucked.
Just to see people fucking taking pictures of their arse.
Yeah. Could you imagine walking in on somebody taking a fucking selfie of their own asshole from between their legs with a selfie stick? I'd be like, all right,
I'd be like-
then I'll come back.
Like, I'm not sure if I'm weirded out or impressed by this.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not.
I
even
used
mad.
to have a selfie stick.
Yeah,
I've used it.
I thought you still do.
I don't think so.
No, well, I don't know.
I think I had. Yeah, no, I threw it out like recently
okay.
because I never used it. I think I used it like twice.
Yeah.
They're actually
Were
very
either of them
convenient.
for ass pics, taint pics?
They were not.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunate.
because I did not think of that.
Yeah. We're really evolving.
I think it would be very good for like it'd be another world for nude taking. Send me a full body picture. You guys stand in the mirror.
You're like,
just
swear to God. Yeah.
and you just
that.
get the whole everything.
Everything. Put on the fisheye lens, you know, fucking like the
You
wide
get your
view.
front and your back at the same
Yeah.
time.
You just hold it straight up. And you capture like, you look like one of the.
You see like top of an ass. and
Yeah.
that's it.
You have like one of the first GTA characters where it was all bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Crazy how long or how far. Sorry, crazy how far like graphics has come too.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly.
ridiculous.
And like, yeah, like GTA. Those games were crazy.
If you go, from like literally like Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah.
up until like Cyberpunk that just came out, and like all the new Call of Duties, which aren't even that good, but like Battlefield, all that crazy shit.
Even GTA 5 compared to like all the other ones, crazy. But GTA 5 still has like kind of shitty graphics, but like not
it came out
really.
like 2013,
Yeah.
2012 or something.
I've literally played it since like 360 was like relevant.
Legit.
I think it was not even that long. I think it was like kind of a little bit before GTA came out, right? Like when did the Xbox 360 come out?
I don't even know. I want to say like 2007 or something stupid like that.
Maybe.
Because
Really?
I remember when the crossover came, because GTA was like a thing on 360. I remember when it came out, when the Xbox One came out, because they brought in first person playing, like first person camera.
Right.
I remember when that like first fucking came out.
Yeah, when they introduced first person in GTA 5, I was like, and it's really bad.
And I still don't use it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Fuck that.
It's,
Fuck
I mean,
that.
it is bad. It's not good. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's not. It's not like made well. Like
No.
the camera, like when you turn and shit. Nah, like not for me.
But like, to stay kind of with that, like respectively, if you played like a game that's always first person in third person, you'd be like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like how we know it. So it's like you don't like new things, like you like, you know, kind of, but not.
Like
Don't-
Call of Duty, man.
Yeah,
Playing
like
that
if-
third person.
Because you'd be playing Ghost Recon.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
So,
But the same, like, but with Ghost Recon, like for like Wildlands or Breakpoint, you can go first person or third person, and they're
but
made-
third person's better, probably. Better looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but first person is like still optimized very well for it.
But
But some of these other people are like dumb
or
when they make games.
or if you played like Rainbow Six Siege in third person, I'd throw up
Yeah, I
and shit all
would
over
not
myself.
play. That would just be it for me.
No, exactly. So yeah, it's. I mean, it's GTA first person is garbage, but I mean,
GTA is pretty good for its time still, though.
they're keeping up.
Like it's just there's not much to do left. Like,
No, they've really fucking drank the well dry. Like it's like they're done.
but it's a pretty deep, like dope game. You know, you get money, you can buy property, and like all that shit. You can like,
It's pretty in depth,
yeah.
but like.
But I wish they would just come up with fucking GTA 6 by now.
But then it's the same thing. What are they gonna do with it?
Yeah, I guess.
They-
I guess it would probably just be the same fucking game.
They could have released it a long time ago and just done everything they're doing with GTA 5 right now with GTA 6, and people would still be happy with it.
Yeah, honestly though, but they keep delaying it for some reason. I don't know what they're trying to make different.
I feel like it's the map. They don't want to have to create a whole brand new map with all these little points and buildings you can go in. And
Well, they were talking about like making the map like 3 different maps.
I heard
you
about
can like
that.
travel to, like different like places and shit. But that'd be so fucking like that'd be so complicated because you'd have to like have servers that connect into each other. and shit
Yeah.
like that. Like it'd
Yeah.
be fucking weird.
You have to like load into
But-
the new server
yeah.
every time you like
But it's
travel.
one continuous server. It's like 3 or 4, like whatever like the maps are,
Mm.
and then
They're
they
like
all
islands,
load
basically.
out of the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
which would be fucking hard to do.
Yeah, that's fucking gross. Could you imagine if you just had to drive on the highway for like 30 minutes to get to the next like city?
Well, that's kind of like what the Crew does. The Crew.
Oh yeah.
Like you can like, drive all across like the United States, and to travel from one end to like the other, it takes like a while.
Yeah.
It takes like an hour and a half.
Of just straight up in game driving.
Yeah, which is like not long,
No,
really,
but it is just
yeah.
to sit here and like.
Like it takes like maybe even longer than that.
I've never played that.
It's a fun game. Apparently, number 2 is way better. We've
Fuck
gone
yeah.
on a long ass tangent about video games. Holy
It's
shit.
been like 4 minutes, probably. But yeah, kinda. Just talking about like how shit they are.
We went from talking about taking nudes with selfie sticks in the old
We went
days.
from caveman nudes, video games. We're very versatile here.
We can cover whatever y'all want.
Cover everything. And its mama. But were you ever one of those fucking kids that would like sit around with like a friend or two and like go on Omegle?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because I've been seeing these kids, like these videos of people on like TikTok and shit, going on Omegle and just like freaking people out with like facts and shit. But do you remember when we used to go on Omegle and you'd like scroll through and every now and then there'd just be like a dark room with a dude jerking off?
Yeah.
And I'm
literally.
like, we were like, ah! We'd
was
like
just
click away.
Penis. That was
Just
it.
penis, penis, and penis. And then I'm like,
And then you'd find like just. You ever seen when like older people take like profile pictures of themselves?
and it's
And
like,
they're just like
all
like
up in
still
their
super
shit.
close and shit like that. You'd find a couple of those on there too. They're just super close to the cam. And they're like, "Oh, hello." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nope."
Like, it's such a weird service. And it's like, it goes,
You just show your face to random people.
yeah, it goes to show how things have progressed. Sorry, but I digress. No, but how far things have come. Like, it's crazy with that because we used to just see like cocks, horny dudes, and like all this shit. I'm like, we're like 11. We're like, this is illegal.
Literally, and it's still happening.
But and also with like fucking like Call of Duty lobbies,
Yeah.
like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, you could not kill somebody in that game without being called the N-word.
Literally.
And now if you even
it could
say,
be like a 6-year-old kid, and he's
if you like even start to curse, they're like banned. I'm like,
well, even on like PlayStation, they like monitor parties and shit.
Yeah.
So if you say something wrong, they're like,
but if they did that to Xbox, I'd be in jail.
yeah.
I've said some fucked up things.
At this point, I don't even really like play much of the online. Like, I do, I guess, but I don't get into like the chats.
No,
I just mute everybody.
or I'm
like,
in a party with
yeah.
my friends or something. Like, it's
I never actually talk anymore.
hardly ever. I was never really like that. Like, talk to the game.
No.
Like
yeah.
the people that are in that match with me or whatever. I was never like that. I would always like be in a party with somebody, or if I was alone, I'd like mute myself or mute everybody. And
yeah, like I don't give a shit what you have to say.
yeah, I don't want to
Any
talk.
of them.
I don't want to talk to you.
No, 'cause
Stranger
you're
danger.
shooting garbage at your face.
Yeah,
That's all that it is.
yeah.
Makes you think like, why? Like, what made all those kids have so much anger? Like, I mean, you know, in games you get killed, you get pissed, but with all the fucking shit, the racial slurs, like the cuss words, everything that comes out of their mouths, and like the fact that they're gonna tell me that they're gonna kill or rape my mom, like all that shit, I'm like,
You're like,
what happened to you as a kid?
hey, what happened?
Like, are you okay? And do you need psychiatric help?
It's just got to be like bullying, I guess.
You need therapy.
Probably.
Therapy.
Therapy. Yeah, it's got to be something like bullying, domestic abuse,
It must be. Call the police.
childhood trauma. Yeah. Call the police. Why are you yelling at me?
People get swatted and shit like that, which is fucking crazy. People just having a good time, and then the SWAT busts down your door, and then you get a brand new door.
Yeah.
It's fucked. That shit ain't cheap. You getting arrested for nothing. Well, I mean, with these kids, I mean, words aren't illegal, but for some reason, the government is still listening to us.
Swatting is mega fucked too. I've seen it on like Twitch. I've never like watched it while it's happening, but yeah, they like call in their local authority wherever that person's streaming. And they're like, hey, they got a hostage. They got like a bomb or like something fucking ridiculous.
So someone playing fucking like
Terraria. Someone just playing Minecraft, feeding their dogs and shit.
And then someone's like,
and the SWAT's just like
for no fucking reason.
Well, they don't know.
No,
they don't know that it's fake or if it's real, so you have to fucking react, I guess. But like, god fucking damn. Eventually, you'd stop taking calls for that house, though. It's like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, probably.
Yeah.
But then when it is real, like The Boy Who
they're
Cried
like,
Wolf, yeah,
yeah, nah, and
exactly. And they're just like getting strung up in their basement. And they're like,
or just like it'd be super easy to order like a fucking stupid amount of food and send it to someone's house. Like, could you just be,
why isn't that illegal?
Yeah,
that's so easy to do.
You can just be like, hey, can I have 43 pizzas sent to wherever?
And then they'll get there and they're like,
I didn't.
And when they ask for like a callback number, just put a different number down.
Yeah.
Someone else's number.
Put your number as like unknown and shit like that, so then they don't know who
no
you are.
caller ID called them. Why is this?
Now watch. Now we're gonna get pizza sent to our house.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get swatted. We're gonna need to buy a new door, or doors.
Fuck that.
Windows.
Yeah, they'll like fucking like
Smash
rappel
them.
down into the fucking windows.
I think that's what we were talking about last
Yeah,
podcast. We were talking
we
about
brought that up.
swatting.
Yeah, it's so fucked though. Like someone's just having a good time entertaining people. One person's like,
Have you ever actually
die trash.
Have you ever called a restaurant like off your phone and then got your friend to call another restaurant on their phone?
No.
And then you got them to like talk to each other?
No.
Fuck, it is hilarious.
Yeah,
dude.
have you done that?
Yes, me and my brother, we did it to 2 Chinese restaurants.
No
we
way.
called one, and then we called them at the same time.
And then you put the phones together.
Yeah, and then you put them together, and then like unmute them, and then when they're talking, like they'll be like hello, hello at the same time. Then they'll be super confused from that part.
Because they're like, you called me. They're like, no, no, no.
No, they're like, no, you called me, and they're like, no. But yeah, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
Prank calling is like a lost art.
Literally, I used to prank call so much as a child.
I was never really like that though. Like, I don't know. I was never like confident enough to like spit some fucking ear wax in this motherfucker. Like, you
You've
know,
never done a prank call before?
no, like not personally. Like I've never like called up like a restaurant and been like, your refrigerator running, like, you know,
Not
like,
even like with your friends when you
No.
were really?
no,
Jesus Christ.
never really something like that.
I remember like one I used to like that I did before. It was with one of our buddies that we both share in common. Him and we called this. I don't even know what kind of business this was. We were like fucking like 14, 13.
ripe age.
And I tried to like tell. It was some like inventory packing business or something like that for like food. And we were told them that like we had like a large shipment of like mustard packets for them, and they were like going through like their logs and shit and everything like that. They were like, we don't see this because we used like an actual business name and everything, like like a food delivery like whatever courier business. And yeah, they were like, we were on the phone for them for like 10-15 minutes.
They're just
like,
going through their blogs,
yes,
trying to find it.
Just going through all their files and shit. They were like, we don't see this order and like all this stuff. They're like, are you sure? Like, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me go call my boss real quick. Then I'll call you back. Obviously, I wasn't calling anybody, and I just did not call them back.
That's fucking sick. You should have called them back and been like, listen, man, he said the same thing.
I
need this shit tonight.
I should have just carried it out, but
that's hilarious, man.
we figured we would have got like in trouble or something like that.
Love that.
But I mean, we had the phone number blocked and like all that shit.
Yeah, of course. You still do sometimes, because I'll like pick up the phone for an unknown name, and it's you, and I'm like, why? And you're like, I was prank calling. Like,
yeah, well, last time I did it was like months ago, and I just left it on because I just didn't bother taking it off.
I know. That's just like, yeah.
But
kids are such little fuckheads, man.
I used to work at a pizza place, and I get fake phone calls all the time. Holy shit, I smell toast.
Right.
No, yeah, all the time, because they were asking like remember one time this guy, like this kid, obviously calls me just to talk.
He's like, hey, how you doing?
And he was like, hey, how's it going? I was like, good. What can I get for you? What can I start? Put on the oven for you. And he was like, oh, nothing, man. I was just like calling to see like how your day was. And then you can hear people like in the background. He's like, shh, guys. And I was like, good. Can I get you anything, dude? And he was like, nah, I just called to talk. I was like, all right. Well, I don't really have time for prank calls because it's busy. It's a Saturday. And he was like, yeah, well, I just, like, I don't think people really get the like, and all this stuff. He was like tripping up on his words. On his like, I don't think food industry people get like enough, communication. I was like, okay, well, I can't tap the phone, dude. So like, can I get you anything or no? And he was like, no, but I just want to. I was like, beep. And I just like hung up on him. But we'd have people call for like a stupid amount of orders. Like, can I get like 16 pizzas, 14 donairs, and all this shit? And he's like, I remember the delivery driver that worked there. He got one call about this dude ordering this huge order because he was doing a food thing for YouTube, and then the driver was just like, "No, we're not doing this." Like, it could have been legit, but he was just like, "Nah." He's like, "I think you're bullshitting me," which he probably fucking was bullshitting. But
probably, yeah. That would be fucked if somebody did that to like a place like that, like a pizza place or like some takeout place or whatever.
That's why we don't usually do like big ass orders and stuff,
like honky donkey
unless
orders.
It's for like businesses or
unless they like pay ahead or whatever, some shit like that,
Like, I've made some fucking huge ass pizza orders and shit for like businesses or like business parties and shit, but like,
was it you that told me you had to like deliver to like some business and you had to like awkwardly like walk in and be like,
yeah,
is this where I'm?
Well, first, like, I tried to call them because it was downtown, like by like the water, so there's nowhere to park, nowhere at all except on the street. Every single parking space on the street was taken because it was like midday.
Yeah.
So I couldn't park. So I drove around. I called them. I was like, "Where the fuck do you want me to park my car? Like, I have a shit ton of pizza for you. Where am I parking? Like, that I don't have to walk 10 minutes to your fucking business." And I had to like park in their like VIP security area and shit like that. And yeah, it was fucking weird.
Damn.
And then I walked like in, and I had to take like 2 elevators. Like, it was It was weird as fuck. And then I walked in, and there's just this like weird little business thing. People like in a bunch of offices, but the tip that I got was fucking crazy.
I was gonna say
because it was literally off business expense, right?
Yeah,
So
the
they were
company
paying
credit
like,
card and
kinda,
stuff.
So they gave me like a $15 tip, just tip wise, so I could keep all that. But it was like a big ass order. It was like, well, I guess it doesn't really sound that big to most people, but a party pizza's huge.
Yeah,
It's like 34 slices of pizza.
Yeah,
There were like 6 of them that I had to bring up, so that was like
heavy.
2 big ass bags. Yeah, but I wasn't complaining.
You got a whole ass $15 to yourself,
And then I used to get like $5 per delivery. Or something.
I was gonna say, and you're getting paid to do it, paid hourly, and like you're all this shit.
So it was like $20 just for that one.
That's pretty cash, man.
It's pretty alright.
Because without that, that's like fucking 2 hours of you just folding pizza boxes and rolling dough and.
Yeah. Because it was like busy on like the busier days, but not really.
Other than that, you're just standing there, picking lint at your belly button, putting it in the donairs.
That's a little extreme.
Nah.
But yeah, it was an easy job. If I ever went back, if I had to go back to any like food thing for a job, then that's exactly where I would go. Not that exact place, because was the management was fucking shit.
Yeah, well,
but I would go back to do like pizza again because it's just so fucking easy. It takes like 5 minutes, not even to like make and like cut and box like a whole ass pizza.
Yeah, which is like kind of sus to think about. Kind of sus.
Because the oven like blasts it, like sets it on fire almost.
Fucking legitimately, probably for a fucking split second.
But it wasn't bad.
Fuck yeah. Nothing wrong with that, man.
No.
Gotta get your bread. Get your money
Get
up.
your dough. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Full pun intended there.
Full pun intended.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, man. No, jobs like that are like pretty easy for like young people and stuff getting into it and shit like that. But
I've never worked like a fast food place though, like besides pizza. But is that really like fast food? Like,
well, you just said it takes 5 minutes.
Well,
to
yeah,
box
I know, but
fake,
like,
so.
But other things take longer.
Not like technically, I guess.
I've never worked at like a like fast food chain places.
Yeah, like a fucking
like a burger joint.
Yeah,
or some shit like that,
yeah.
or like a Subway or like that. But
Subway would be a fucking dope place to work, probably.
I have like friends who work there at miscellaneous Subways, and they enjoy it.
Yeah, I bet it's kind of sick.
You just fucking slap some shit on some bread, maybe put it in a toaster, and then ring it up. That's all you do.
Right?
Well, I mean, you prep, but not really.
Not really. No, that'd be pretty fucking cash, I think, man.
Be a sandwich artist.
On your resume, I was a sandwich artist at Subway for 10 days.
But hey, sandwich artiste.
But hey, I'm a sandwich artiste.
Instead of just being like, yeah, I sell merchandise. Like,
I sell water bottles at the Sport Shack.
I'm a water bottle artist. Con artists.
Man. Shit like that's crazy too, like marketing like water bottles that you sell for $50. It's the same water bottle.
Yeah, it's literally just plastic that holds liquid.
And they just slapped a fucking sticker on that hoe and suddenly it's like
you can go
$50.
Go anywhere and get a water bottle. You can go to the dollar store and buy a water bottle for like $2.
Like that, the
See
coldest
that?
water bottle is probably
Yeah.
like fucking 20, 30, $40. It's literally just like a metal water bottle.
Yeah.
Great.
Just go get a metal water bottle at the dollar store. $4.
See that? 60 fucking cents.
It's all branded. Like, that's why shit's so expensive.
Yeah. Marketing, man, like it's crazy.
People just try to make money all the time.
Same.
So, gotta get the dough.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
I can't even do that sound. Yeah. Can you even spell that?
Yeah, what would you start that with?
Probably
like
a G.
Like a U.
Yeah,
just
maybe.
sitting here making fucking noises now. So we should probably just end it here. Thanks for listening to today's episode of the Tape Box Podcast. We appreciate all the love and support, and we'll see you next time.